Today, I want to welcome you back to Hearing Pulse, and I want to talk about what's going on in the Democrat and Republican primaries. Basically, right now, what's going on with Bernie Sanders is almost criminal. When Bernie Sanders goes to Wyoming and wins an election by almost 12 to 15 points, and he comes out losing with the delegates, this shows how corrupt the superdelegate system is in the Democratic Party. And when you look at the Republican side, hey, I dislike Donald Trump. He's an idiot. But damn it, hey, people got to be allowed to vote. You cannot have a system when a whole state decides not to let its citizens vote because they scared that Donald Trump may win. So they decide to get into the room like the Politburo and pick 34 delegates and give them all to Ted Cruz. And if that idiot Ted Cruz was a constitutional lawyer, like he said, he would have stood up like a real American citizen and said, this must not stand. We should have a vote in Colorado. We should let the people of Colorado pick who's going to be the nominee of the Republican Party. But it seems like in both instances with Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump, it seems like it's okay with the media that's run by the oligarchs. Because neither one they don't want Bernie Sanders nowhere near the Democratic nomination. We already know that. Hell, you got Time Warner and Comcast, two of the biggest donors to Hillary Rodham Clinton. If you want to know why CNN doesn't give Bernie Sanders the time and credit he deserves, just look at who they giving their money to. Her seventh largest supporter is Time Warner Cable. Look who's on the channel, Chris Cuomo, brother of Andrew Cuomo, a big supporter of Hillary Rodham Clinton and was a member of the Clinton administration. Look at George Stephanopoulos, ABC News, member of the Clinton administration. Go to Channel 4. Look at people like Ben Rhodes' brother over at CBS News, part of the Obama administration, who is openly now supporting Hillary Rodham Clinton. How does an outsider like Bernie Sanders even have a decent shot when the corporate media is 100% against Bernie Sanders? And what they're doing to Donald Trump, you may think Donald Trump deserves it because he's a Republican, but what they're doing to Donald Trump, openly the Republican Party, they're openly saying, hey, the billionaire class we're going to steal the delegates. We're going to steal a nomination from him. They don't care what you think. This is what we're fighting against. They don't want the average person in America to pick who's going to be the nominee or the leader of this country. They got a system where it's so rigged right now, they're basically saying, hey, we're going to give it to Hillary. We're going to give it to Cruz or Paul Ryan. We're going to make sure we got both bases covered. And it doesn't matter what the average person thinks in America. I'm having problems right now thinking, is this still a democracy? Yeah, they let us vote, but basically saying we pick the person who's going to run this country, not you. And can you imagine in a general election if a state decided, no, can't nobody vote? Can you imagine the corporate media going crazy saying, well, the state of New York is not allowing people to vote? The corporate media be out screaming day and night. But because it's Donald Trump, they're laughing. Oh, he's not prepared. Prepared for what? All Donald Trump want people to do is vote. All Bernie Sanders want is to have a decent, fair election. A fair election without super delegates. And when you hear people in the media say this really pisses me off. The reason why we created the super delegate system was to protect us against people like Bernie Sanders, a democratic socialist. to make sure someone like Bernie Sanders never gets in office. Who the fuck is you to decide who should be in office? The elites in this country. If the people pick a democratic socialist, they pick a democratic socialist. That's who should be president. But when you see the raw vote without the super delegates, Hillary Clinton needs 55% of the delegates to become the nominee. Bernie needs 66%. But with the super delegates, she only needs 30. This is corrupt as hell. And it's being allowed by the corporate media. This is a shame. America is going backwards. And this is what the oligarchs want. They want a simplified system where they pick who runs the Congress, who runs the presidency. They don't want change. They don't want the people to rise up. So what they basically try and do, they try and put you down. They don't like populism. They don't like Bernie Sanders. They don't like Donald Trump. So they make sure the billionaire class, the banksters, big pharma, they make sure that their guy gets in there. This is a shame. It is disturbing. And I'm glad it's out in the open for everybody to see. There is no way a person in America should support Hillary Clinton or the Republican nominee of the party after what they're doing right now, stealing this in the open from Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump can, he can kiss my ass, but I don't like to see anybody robbed or their constitutional right. How the hell do you have a voterless primary? I never heard of no shit like that before. I didn't even know that shit could happen. But it's happening in America. Hell, what is this, North damn Korea? Man, I'm tired. I'm tired of what's happening in America. I'm tired of what's happening to Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is a good man, but you see what the Democratic Party is doing to him. The Democratic Party is a corrupt ass party. And maybe we all think in the future of making another party, a third party, a fourth party, a party where the people can actually be represented and not have to worry about these shenanigans going on inside the party while they're basically laughing at the American voter. Yeah, we got Hillary. Yeah, she's gonna win. Yeah, so what? Bernie's got all this excitement and people voting for him. It's not right, man. It's not right. I want to thank you for listening to Hearing Post. I hope you subscribe to Hearing Post and share some of these videos with your friends. I'm very disturbed right now. I'm very angry. I don't like what's going on. Thank you very much.